Yo, what's up, everybody? You thought BC dropped today? Black Clover is not coming out. Um, Not till December. And yeah, I put this thumbnail because like that's what everybody's saying, that it's over, even though it's not. Um, I guess I meant to put that in quotes, but that's what I was gonna do because it's actually an older thumbnail. I was actually gonna do that for putting. I was gonna put it in quotes, but I forgot. But yeah. Um, Finally got back from my holiday. That was lots of fun. But I hope everybody's doing well. We got a lot of people in here. Guy Kev, Dakota, K Lizzie, Multiflux, Limai, Candy Based, got Matt, Byron. Hope everybody's doing well. Yeah, exactly. It's not. But yeah, a lot of people are saying it's canceled. It's not. Like, that's the thing, is that everybody's saying, oh, it's canceled because it's not in Shonen Jump anymore. Completely forgetting that it's not even, like, it got removed. Tabata petitioned to move away from a weekly schedule. This was, like, all his decision with his editor and his staff that, that they wanted this to happen. So, this is not Black Clover being canceled. But that's the title of the stream, because, like, basically what happened was, as the last chapter came out, literally the night before I left for my vacation, so I couldn't really talk about it too much. Mainly was just talking about the chapter, but, man, it's caused so much, like, funny shit. Like, people saying it's canceled, people saying that Tabata got kicked out of the magazine for plagiarism, like, some of the dumbest shit I've ever seen. $10 super chat from Justin, appreciate that. Black Clover went to Giga, so Frogolion can be relevant. It's the lava equivalent exchange. Oh god, I wonder when Frogolion's gonna pull his next move. Tabata need this, yeah, he did, Isaiah, he did. You wish it was? That's kind of lame, to be honest. Sooner, I think, yeah. I think it's almost like Black Clover after its 3-month hiatus when it came back from the 15-month time skip. It should have been monthly from there on out. Like, I think that would have been probably ideal. Save Tabata some time, give him a 3-month hiatus, and bring him to a monthly schedule. But, yeah, people just don't read, like, literally, and people lie. That's the thing too. Hey, Broku also basically confirmed that Drama is gonna backslap Lucius. Oh, I get what you're saying. I wouldn't be surprised if a Dromelic is gonna try and double cross Lucius. I just wonder what his angle is. There's a lot of like what's going on. I think it'll be 2 years of releases or 8 chapters, mainly so close to less. So yeah, I made a prediction that, not really a prediction per se, but that I think. Let me see, what did I say exactly? I said that I think that, like, because basically what happened is from here on out, Black Clover is probably going to be getting a chapter every 3 months, so 4 chapters a year. And within that magazine that it's in now, most chapters are 50 to 60 pages. So basically, people are guessing how many chapters do we have left. People say that, oh, well, most people go to this magazine, they end in 1 to 3 chapters. The difference is that a lot of the manga that have moved to this magazine, it was forced in. And then, this is a completely different situation. It's not being forced in. This is Tabata, like, choosing to move to a different magazine. But what I think is, this is what I think. I think that if we get 6 quarterly chapters, like, so if we get 6 50 to 60 page chapters, I think that is enough to end Black Clover on a satisfying note. Even though I wish it would be more, but basically the latest chapter talked about how there are basically 4 massive fights that are being shown in the manga. It is the Paladin Morgan fight, Paladin Morris, Paladin Acier, and the Lucius fight. That's 4 fights, and I think that, honestly, like, I got some things. Okay, super chat from Matt. When are we watching film? Also, Steve Dis. Yeah, pretty soon, Matt. $2 super chat, appreciate that. And Rapid Cougar, 5 memberships, appreciate that. And yeah, sorry guys, I had members videos made to upload over while I was gone on my vacation, but they, I think that I just didn't save it when I put them to scheduled, so I made them live for everybody yesterday, and then I'm working on other member videos today. But, so, if you think about it, can Black Clover really be ended satisfying in 1 to 3 chapters? I don't think so. Even if they're 50 to 60 page chapters, I don't think so. Because if you just think about it, think about the Morgan fight. That alone, if it's a 50, 60 page chapter, is barely going to be enough to cover it. Because you got, like, Noct versus Morgan, like the reuniting of that. Noct and Yami fighting together again. You have Yami meeting Achika again, and then you have the probable lore that needs to be explained on Lucifugus. Like, that needs to be at least its own chapter for that to be satisfying. One whole 50, 60 page chapter. And then kind of probably the same thing for against Paladin Morris with Mereoleona, Forgolion. Probably Leopold will be brought back in with Ultimate Magic. That kind of also needs to be a 50, 60 page chapter. And also then you have Ossier. I think it's like kind of the same thing again. One chapter. And then I do think that the Lucius fight has to be at least 2 chapters. I think it has to be longer than the other ones, the other Paladin fights. It just has to be. I was going to talk about that, Byron. Yeah, that's a good point. But, so that's 5, and then 1 chapter to conclude the series. I don't think you can just conclude the series in a few pages at the end of a chapter. I think it should be its own 50 to 60 page chapter of like a time skip. Asta and Yuno fighting to become the Wizard King. Because remember, Tabata's been building up this Asta versus Yuno fight for years. And I hope, and I don't think Tabata would make it so that it's going to be against Lucius or whatever, where Lucius makes Yuno a Paladin. I think we need to have Tabata have it so that it's actually Yuno versus Asta, and they're not being controlled by other people. So that's 6 chapters right there. And somebody did bring up, Byron said, so it has happened in this magazine before. I think this is stated by Diab, who's involved with releasing the leaks for Black Clover, that this magazine has done things where it's like monthly releases. So there is a possibility that when Black Clover returns in December, it would be a monthly release schedule, which I think that would be a lot better. Not necessarily would it be better for Tabata, be better, I think, for the health of the fandom, but I think the health of Tabata is definitely more important. But a monthly schedule would be cool. I probably will use your tier list at some point, just not today. Just doing a quick stream just to like catch up with everybody because I've been gone for almost 2 weeks. But yeah, it'd be honestly, if Black Clover returns in December and it's monthly, that would be dope because every 3 months is just a long time. Even though it would be like crazy when they do come out. Imagine how crazy those chapters would be. But I'd be fine with like a 30 to 40 page monthly chapter too. That's still going to be crazy good chapters there. But yeah, Black Clover, that's like the point of the start of the stream. Black Clover was not canceled. Absolutely not canceled. It's just got moved to another magazine where it's finishing its run because Tabata wants to give Black Clover the time that he can, and he cannot do that on a weekly schedule because it's really hard. Weekly release schedules are not healthy for the mangaka. Some are like able to do it. Like some manga are built different, like Mashima for a Fairy Tail, because he's doing like a bi-weekly manga and 2 weekly manga at the same time right now, which is crazy. $10 or 10 friends. I saw a meme like that actually just like an hour ago where it's like, would you rather have $30 million or 30 million close friends? When it comes to that one, I definitely would rather have 10 friends. You're probably going to get a lot more value and memories and, whatever out of that. When it comes to 30 million friends or $30 million, that one's a bit more debatable. Because, $30 million, that's right there. That's tangible. That's money you got right there. That's a lot of money, too. But then again, if they're legitimately your close friends and you have 30 million of them, you could start a YouTube channel or anything. And if they're your close friend, they're going to support it. And you're probably going to get more money out of that. Think about that. Like, it's not just like a friend, it's a close friend. At least that's what I saw. If you had 30 million close friends, then if they're really your close friend, they're going to subscribe to you on YouTube. And at least 30 million people will watch your first video, which means you're already set in the YouTube algorithm. So, I don't know. And there's a lot of other things, too. If you, like, usually close friends will support your, like, small business or whatever when you start it, and they'll buy something. So if you just start a small business and you have 30 million people buy something, you make a lot of money. So, Eileen's B, no, I'm not switching to One Piece videos. No, I'm still going to be posting Black Clover videos. I'm going to be switching it up. It's just kind of like, it's almost like perfect timing. I've been planning on, like, doing other series besides Black Clover, but still uploading Black Clover. But it's just, yeah. So, like, I have My Hero videos I've been planning on making, Dragon Ball, but not One Piece. I've only read, like, 300 and some odd chapters, so there's no way I can really make videos on that. Oh, is that true, Marcel? But still, though. But he also has Dead Rock. Isn't he making that, too? They're gonna talk and start and realize you're using them. No, not necessarily, because if they're your close friends, they're still your close friends. Like, when I first started a YouTube channel and I told my, close friends to watch and subscribe or whatever, they didn't see that as me, like, using them. They're just helping me out because we're close friends. So that would be like the same logic there. Donald Witcher, I think it'll be more than just Fagolian Marileona. I think Leopold will be involved in that as well. But yeah, like, when it comes to, like, people are asking, like, what are am I done with Black Clover? And not, no, like, as you guys know, I upload, like, usually a video every single week. And most of the time, like, for the past couple of months, it's been half JJK, half Black Clover. But yeah, exactly. How the fuck do you keep 30 million friends? That's true. You could figure it out. Like, for example, if they're your close friends, they're gonna be your close friends on social media. So, after a month, yeah, but you don't need them for a month though. If you're talking about like a debate for whichever $30 million or 30 million friends, you don't need those friends, all of your friends, for that long. But I'm still gonna be uploading Black Clover video at the very least once a month, every single month. So I will still be uploading Black Clover. But yeah, besides that, I'm gonna still be doing JJK. Yeah, I'm not. I don't know about what NC Hammer does, but I'm not done with Black Clover at all. Like I said, at least one video a month on Black Clover, at least. But then, yeah, I've been wanting to make other videos and other things. Like, I've been wanting to go back to My Hero for months. Like, I actually, like, have a My Hero video that's been in the works. And it was in the works for, like, well over 2 weeks before Black Clover was, like, switched to a different magazine. So it's like, I've been wanting to go back to My Hero for a while. That, like, a lot of you might not know, but when I first started this Broku channel, it was, like, a mixture. It was a mixture between Black Clover and My Hero Academia, but just like circumstance, I stuck with Black Clover mainly. But yeah, also possibly Fairy Tail, Seven Deadly Sins content, or I guess Four Nights, and then Bleach. But maybe even what is it? Kaiju number 8. Yeah. But like, yeah, Black Clover's not canceled. Even the anime is coming back next year. So to act like Black Clover's done as a franchise is silliness. Especially with what I've heard from certain sources after the success of the Black Clover movie. That, like, I'm not going to say exactly what it is, but as a Black Clover fandom, we should be excited. And Black Clover is definitely not dead. Yeah, I've been wanting to get back into Thousand Year Blood War. I've only seen like the first 1 or 2 episodes of the first core, and I want to get back into watching that because I've read Bleach. Bleach is amazing. It's one of my favorite, but oh yeah, Shelly, I read Garance today. That was actually really good. Oh yeah, and Lima, you keep getting but your message deleted. You keep spamming, so please stop spamming. But yeah, I'm interested, Shelly. What is your theory of connecting the Leviathan to Garance? Like, is he a Metallian or whatever that was? But so Donald Witcher, this is the final saga of Black Clover, but I don't think it's the final arc of Black Clover. And somebody just asked, what's the next chapter, or when is it? It's in December. And Prime Arrival, yeah, I'm making a video on Universal Lost, not Multiversal, though. I don't think that Black Clover has much evidence for Multiversal, but there's a lot for Universal. Yeah, Dakota, I think Black Clover is getting another movie as well. Francesco, I actually don't think Black Clover is ending soon. Because, like, let's say, even if it's only getting 3 chapters in that new magazine, and it's a new chapter every 3 months, that means Black Clover is not going to be done for over a year from now. Disney Clover is not over. J official, it's not. Lost is not even countryable. Matt's just trying to troll. Yeah, you should, Ilock. JJK is really, really good. Calc, how did you cite your current thumbnail format? Basically, it was suggested to me by a bunch of people in my Discord to do it. To go, like, whiter black background with text. Because, like, I used to, like, pay artists or whatever to make thumbnails. And those are good. Don't get me wrong. But the click-through rate is higher with these thumbnails on average. Asta never destroyed a country. No. He did destroy... He did defeat a character who fused with a universal-sized tree, though. But... Show ain't even back yet, and we're talking... What? Why can't we talk about a new movie? I mean, that's, like, very, very likely. The movie did really well. I mean, yeah, it's probably not going to be till after the show, but, I mean, why can't we talk about stuff in the future? $5 from Cam Extra. Broku, do you think any of the Golden Dawn members will have any spotlight? Like, yeah, I think... and thanks for the super chat, by the way. I do think that if we're getting, like... If Black Clover is ending in, like, 1 to 6 chapters, I doubt it. It's possible, but like if Tabata's like doing this magazine switch, and we're getting like Black Clover for years or whatever, or let's say Black Clover does go monthly instead of quarterly, and we get 12 chapters a year, then I think it's possible. If like Tabata is legitimately getting his shot to end Black Clover on his own terms, then I think we would get something, but I don't think it'd be big for those characters though. Tabata destroyed Diamond. That's a good one, K. Lizzie. That's a good one. But it'll be weird not getting like it's gonna be weird because when we had the hiatus over a year ago, that was 3 months of no Black Clover. This one's gonna be a longer hiatus. It's going to be like, what, 4.5 months? And then it could be, it's normal that every chapter we're going to wait 3 months. But, $2 from Matt, appreciate that. Are you from the hood? No. But close to it, I guess. And when? I said soon. I can't, I don't know. I've not read Shadow over Innsmouth, no. I have not. 368, Calc. I don't know if it was rushed, but it did not end how I thought it should have ended if for a 4-month hiatus and a magazine switch, in my opinion. I don't know if rushed is the right word, but there's it's weird how it was. But yeah, I think that, you know, everybody is like doom posting that. So okay, let's say worst case scenario is Black Clover comes back in December and we get 1 to 3 more chapters. I highly doubt 1. Let's say 2 to 3 more chapters or whatever. I still think that, like, okay, worst case scenario, that's still not the end of the world. That means we still have almost a year left of Black Clover, even if it's only 2 to 3 chapters. And that still means that we're getting, like people keep forgetting, like, these are probably going to be the best chapters of Black Clover we've ever seen. Like, imagine Tabata with 4 months of prep time to make a 50 to 60 page chapter. Imagine how good the art's going to be. The writing is going to be, like, crazy. But, yeah, like, worst case scenario, it's still, you know, good. Like, it's going to be crazy. Jay Official, yeah, I have multiple My Hero Academia videos I've been planning on and working on. One should be out in a week, and then I have 2 others that I'm working on, like the script. And yeah, I don't know how many My Hero videos I could make. Like, I've actually been rereading the series whenever I was on planes or trains while on my trip. I was reading My Hero because it was just easier because I just downloaded the chapters and read it. But yeah, it made me remember how much I used to love My Hero. It really is really, really good. It might even crawl back up to my number 2 manga of all time. But, and Mohammed, I am going to still be making Black Clover videos, so don't worry. In fact, I have other things planned in the works, too, that isn't even conventional, like, normal content, but... I'm Mox Ryba, probably. I don't know how long Berserk chapters are. But 20 minutes, I think most people read a Black Clover chapter in, 5 minutes? So yeah, that sounds about right, because 50, 60 pages is around 4 times than 15 pages. Wait, is Asta 4C in Versus Battle? Why do I highly doubt that, Javier? Yeah, Primeval. I know this. Yeah, I don't think, Marcel, I don't think it's necessarily dragging. And Francesco, I do have Bleach videos that I do want to do. But honestly, I probably need to reread Bleach again. Or not again, but just read it again before I get into, like, making videos just strictly about Bleach. Why would they put Black or Asta at 4C? He's low 5V right now on Versus Battle Wiki, which is small planet level. Jack is dead? As of right now, yeah. Rapper Cougar, what's your favorite song? Mine is Nothing Can Be Explained, and are you into content on your own story? No. I think it'd be weird to make videos on my own story unless if I was advertising it. So yeah, that's definitely, like, other people's job if they end up liking it. But no, I don't think I'll make videos on mine. And my favorite song is... I always forget the name. Oh, okay, it's In the Air Tonight by Phil Collins. That's my favorite song. Oh, Moha, as for Julius flying despite having time magic, if you have a lot of magic power, you can fly or just float. As for teleporting, that could just be a time thing if he's moving himself forward or backward in time. Shigaraki versus battle. Yeah, I don't have one of those planned. It could be, like, the videos I have right now are not involving Shigaraki. I mean, his scaling is involved, but, like, he's not a focal point of it. But maybe when I get back, like, caught it to the point where he's, like, you know, the big bad instead of, like, right now I'm only on chapter like 170 of my reread, so he really is still kind of a bitch. But I am technically caught up though. Like, even though I'm rereading it, I read the latest chapter today, and I thought that was a really, really good chapter of My Hero Academia. Like, a lot of people are shitting on the Iron Might thing, but I think it's actually really, really good. Magna Power Scale. Man. Anti-Magic Charmy versus Lucifero. I mean, I need to reread. Oh, actually, you know what? You know, Charmy probably slaps if she's in her hybrid state. Yeah, I know that. Nice Uraisu. That's been calculated to be multi-continental, but you haven't missed much, Black Clover. We just talked about how Black Clover is not canceled. It just got moved to another magazine, and how it's not the end of the world, and like there's still things to look forward to. Like the anime is going to come back. There's probably going to be another movie, and there's like things that I don't really want to say that like I've been told from sources because I just don't want to get them in trouble because they're not supposed to tell me. But all I'll say is that as Black Clover fans, we should be excited for the future, even though like it seems like a worthy doom posting scenario of the latest events. But oh yeah, Liberty Prime, the Black Pulls would destroy Shigaraki. Yeah, you put copium in your air conditioning, so please. Black Clover getting a sequel would be cool. It all depends on how it ends. Like the real or the first Black Clover or whatever, how that ends would really depend on how I would want the sequel to be. Because if Black Clover gets like a proper ending where, you know, Asta becomes Wizard King or whatever, I wouldn't want the sequel to be like Boruto. I would actually prefer the sequel to be more like Four Nights of the Apocalypse for Sentai Sins. Yeah, Black Clover. It's actually really funny to see Minetta's balls and Iron Might suit. It already has sequels? Primeval, I've read like a bit of 100 Years Quest, and when I finish My Hero, I'm gonna go back to my reread of Fairy Tail and get caught up on that again, because I really like Fairy Tail as well. I want to see Nash grow up. That could be interesting. I don't know if he has main character potential, but maybe he could be a side character. That'd actually be cool. Like, imagine Black Clover ends, Lucius is defeated, Asta's the Wizard King, he gets married to Noelle, and then it's like a time skip, maybe 10, 15 years later, and the main character is like from a different country, different like kind of like the Land of the Sun, where they still have magic, but like they also have something like Ki, where it's like a different power system too. Like, it'd be cool if it was something like that, like more like Four Nights of the Apocalypse, where Meliodas and the Seven Sins are characters in the series, but they're not the main characters. It'd be a lot cooler if we saw Asta as like the king or the Wizard King of Clover Kingdom come. Like, I really think that a Black Clover sequel, more like Four Nights, would work a lot better, depending on how it ends, though. Oh my God, Asta ends up with Mimosa. That'd be so bad. No, I'm just kidding. Like, I prefer that he doesn't, but I know there's a lot of people that do. Zenon versus Asnut. I know this is one that's talked about a lot. Also, Zenon versus Ulquiorra. Honestly, from what I hear of how strong, because I'm kind of a noob when it comes to Bleach power scaling. Like, I got an idea, and based on what I know, I'd probably would put Asnut winning, but yeah, exactly, Shadow. I think Four Nights would work perfect for Black Clover. Yeah, Shelly, like, for those of you guys who don't know, look up, I think they posted it on their Twitter, but Night Baron went back and found Tabata's first released manga from 2005, his one-shot. Yeah. I'll actually just link it in the description. But it is good. Like, if Tabata went back and actually made this a story, I'd be happy. It's called Garance. So this is in the description. It takes you to Night Baron, to the person who translated it. It's her link tree, and then her translation is in the link tree. If you guys want to read it later. But yeah, it's actually really good. I read it this morning, and I was like, damn, like Tabata, like there's a lot of similarities between Black Clover. Like you can feel it. You can feel Black Clover, and you can feel Garance in Black Clover, because the main character's name is Liba. And there's a lot of moments of similarities between Liba and Garance and Liba and Black Clover. Yeah, Starios, that's definitely... Yeah, Black Clover will have a second movie between 1 year time skip, yeah. I think that is... If it does have another movie, it's going to be that. Jay Official. Black Clover does not have trash world building, but it is overrated by the fandom of how good it is, in my opinion. Low 5B, actually, Epsilon. Yeah, that's what I thought. I just looked it up. 4C... Isn't 4C star level? Or small star level or whatever. I can't remember the exact terms. But... Primeval. I think Mosh is probably even higher than Continental. Give me the VOD. Of what? I don't know. Oh, every 3 months. Oh, I'm sure. Okay. I think that some of you guys in the chat are just like behind on the stream. Because I'm like seeing chats where it's like I was talking about that a while ago. But, yeah, Moshel's another good one. I kind of wish I kept going, because I did want to make videos on it, but... it's whatever. .4C star level. Oh, yeah. So, yeah. I think I thought I would have heard about it before it actually happened, but... Then again, the last time... I didn't know about it till the stream when you guys told me, so... 4C is a power scaling term. It means your star level. Francesco. But... Black Clover is good world building. I do think people have overrated it. Like, people have said that the world building for Black Clover is better than One Piece. Which, I've only read 300 or whatever chapters of One Piece. And I would disagree. I think that One Piece is better world building than Black Clover. Well, then you have the other, and people say that Black Clover's world building is ass, and I disagree with that. But I remember back in the day, people used to just be like, oh, Black Clover has great world building, and they just show a picture of the map, which is just in the guide. It's in the data book, not even in the manga. But I think that is how you spell it, Rapid Cougar. Yeah. If you just look up Night Baron on Twitter, she has the link to it in her bio. And it's definitely worth the read. I feel like Tabata having to do a 6-month time skip kind of hurt Heart Kingdom's world building. Yeah, I think that he really should have just done an arc of them training. Like, I think that it should have been an arc of them starting their training and like starting to get along with the Heart Kingdom, like the Spirit Guardians and whatever, and then after that do the 6-month time skip. Muddy. I mean, honestly, you don't see it anymore, but I remember back like in 2019, 2020, people would say that it was either as good or better than One Piece in terms of world building. I don't know what a chat sings is, Marius. Yeah, Liberty Prime, I do think, will be the Wizard King equivalent of the Spade Kingdom. I can't remember what it's actually called. Because I've seen 2 different translations, but isn't it like Magic Commander or something like that? I can't remember. Let me see if I can find it. I think it's the chapter with Alan. It's got to be like 306, 307? 306, damn, I was right. Commander-in-Chief of the Mage Defense Force. That's what the Spade equivalent of Wizard King is. So I think will be the Commander-in-Chief. And You're currently reading my Nine Fates? Oh, man. That's wild, because, like, I am actually rewriting it in a light novel format, and it's going to be very different from how the comic starts. I have not even looked at that in a long time. There's also a prequel if you want to watch or read that, though. That one wouldn't be, like, that much different, but... Damn, those are over a year old. That's crazy. But, yeah. I've been working on writing a lot, but... A Master Reap, I did like One Piece, yeah. Oh, Liberty Prime. I think he'll still be the king, too. Yeah, don't get me wrong. I meant, like, he'll also be the commander-in-chief. But, yeah, he'll be the king of the spade, and he'll be the commander-in-chief. Though, one of the things that people have been talking about a long time is possibly the Clover Kingdom getting rid of the monarchy and going to, like, a democracy. That kind of seems like something where Tabata would put it. Because, like, classism is a major theme of Black Clover. And it's hard to get worse than a monarchical class system. So, if Asta could break that class system, and if he does that in the Clover Kingdom, then I honestly think Yuno would probably do the same thing. And maybe he would just dissolve the royalty as well. Because, I mean, I just went on vacation to the UK, and I saw, like, went to castles, saw a lot of history, and, as much as we, like, romanticize royalty, it really is a very, very messed up system. And that is displayed in Black Clover, and that would be actually a good end. Asta for president. Oh, God. Shelley says, I could imagine that Leviathan wants to get revenge on Asta after Charmy's wolf, who's Behemoth, has sacrificed himself to save Noel. I think Levi will get reborn as Asta's and Noel's son. Huh. That last part threw me for a curveball. But, again, Shelley with another interesting comment. Another interesting theory. Leva's wife, Sekra, or Naro. You think that will happen? I think that would be a good way to end Black Clover. Can a manga leave Jump Giga? Yeah, if I don't see why. That's actually happened before. I saw people saying that happened with Gintama, where Gintama went to Giga. It was at Giga for 3 chapters, and then it left, and then it did 3 chapters released digitally. So it's certainly possible. It takes a lot to dismantle a monarchy. That's true, but when you are, like, measurably, like, probably thousands of times stronger than anybody in the monarchy, then, and you got a lot of the monarchy on your side, I think it's possible. Especially when you have anti-magic, which would help. But... you can't dismantle a monarchy overnight. If you can defeat it in battle in a night, then yeah. Because again, like, this is fiction. Things can happen way faster in fiction. Wait, who's not a fan of Black Clover? Oh, that person. Yeah, that's whatever. Goku versus Naruto. I feel like, I mean, it's hard to say if an arc is being rushed when it's not even done and the fights aren't even over. Because, like, Yami versus Morrigan. Honestly, I'd say that fight was rushed because we barely saw any of it. But besides that, like the Mariona versus Morris fight was just kind of barely shown, and we didn't see the end. And then Noel versus Hassier, we didn't see the end either. So it's hard to say they're rushed when they're not actually over. But one man can't dismantle it. It wouldn't just be one man, though. Also, just be leading that. And remember, it really technically isn't just one man, because there has been pushes for a while. There's even like a whole faction called the anti-monarchist nobles that have, likely been spreading stuff among the populace. And people already hate the king. So it's not just one man, and it's not just like overnight. It's already been building up for years. And it's, it's more than just Asta. But I understand what you guys are saying, but $5 from Strahd Asta. Appreciate that. Thanks a lot. And hi back to you, too. Surprised you didn't say anything, though. I agree with you, Dodo. I'd love to see more Wizard Kings. I would really love to see. Like, I really also want to see Conrad back as a paladin. But yeah, I also agree that more Wizard Kings would be cool. We saw a lot of them in the movie, but it was more like we saw silhouettes of them. The king will be a paladin, take over Lucius, and then the universe. Oh god. Alright, G-Mac, what's your questions about the anti-magic bestowings? That was the funniest thing, guys, about the last chapter. Remember how controversial it was? Not 368, but 367, when Asta actually gave anti-magic to the Black Bulls. I remember how controversial that was. Everybody was like, let's wait. Tabata's going to explain it in the next chapter. Alright, let's be patient. Next chapter comes. He doesn't explain it, and then now we have to wait 4 months, but I already think it's a more than enough explained. I mean, I made a whole video on that, 2 weeks ago now, so. Prequel of Black Clover would be cool too, Dakota. Damnatio was an antagonist of the Black Bulls, not necessarily a villain, though. Manster, it's the final saga, but it's not necessarily the final arc. So, because they called, I think what did they call it? The Ultimate Wizard King arc as the final saga of Black Clover. But there's also, within the Ultimate Wizard King saga, there's the Land of the Sun arc. Like, they officially called it the Land of the Sun arc. So, they called it the final arc, but arc and saga are pretty interchangeable in Japanese. So, there probably will be more arcs. But it'll be like an arc a part of the final saga. Cosign Kid. All we just talked about is that, Black Clover is just, it's not canceled. It's, Tabata requested to move to a different magazine. And that's that. Good night, Francesco. Thanks for coming in. Yeah, the Elf Saga is referred to an arc by Tabata, even though it is officially, there's 11 arcs or whatever. No, it's not 11. Let me double check. I can't remember how many arcs are in it. Yeah, Elf Saga is called an arc, even though it's a saga. And there's multiple arcs in it. What are the arcs? There's 8. There's 8 arcs in the Elf Saga. So, I also wonder why the wiki lists Arc 11 as one arc and not calling the Land of the Sun arc, and when it's been officially called that. But 100 more chapters. I mean, I honestly doubt it's gonna be 100 if we're getting monthly or quarterly chapters. But that would be roughly 30 to 25 monthly or quarterly chapters equivalent. So, If Asta does get black hole magic, that'd be crazy. What is your opinion on Black Clover sometimes being the punching bag for anime and manga over the years? I mean, it's all bullshit. It really is. It's all bullshit. It's really just clout. People just, clout chasing. Because it's so easy to show a picture of Asta and Naruto crying and saying that Tabata copied Naruto and shit like that. Or just take things out of context to say why it was bad or an asshole. It's just really easy to shit on new things. And, yeah. Yeah, we're right, GMAC. People just hating. But no, if you genuinely if anybody genuinely dislikes Black Clover, like that's fine. But I mean, the hate is weird because like usually, I rarely have seen hate that is actually like justified. Like people saying Asta getting his grimoire is an asshole. Like I genuinely believe those people are like, what are you watching or what are you reading? But yeah, well, yeah, I think that best case scenario, Shadow John, is that the Ultimate Wizard King saga is as long as the Spade saga. The Spade saga was like 103 chapters. So we've already had, what, 38? And if we're getting quarterly, they're 60 pages. That's like, what would that be? 52 divided by 4. That'd be like 10 quarterly chapters after this. A lot of people keep saying it's canceled. Yeah, Black Clover haters are a different breed. Like the ones that specifically say that it's a copy of Naruto or whatever. Like, I think like the latest thing of Black Clover, where Asta shared his power with the Black Bulls. Everybody was saying that was a copy of Naruto, and when Naruto shared his power with like the Ninja Alliance or whatever, but like actually, way more likely that Tabata got that from Bleach, because for one, Tabata actually says he took inspiration from Bleach, and in Bleach, what happens is that Ichigo's powers all get shared with like the Fullbringers. And it's like a lot more similar, or not. It's a lot more likely that Tabata's taking it from that, because like, if you have two things, right? If Tabata writes something in his manga, and it's similar to two other manga, and one of those manga he says is like one of his favorite of all time, and it's a massive inspiration on him for his series, and for the other one he said pretty much nothing about, we would say that it's way more logical to say he was taking inspiration from Bleach than Naruto. But somebody bought Naruto or Black Clover volumes and pissed on them for clout? That is crazy. Yeah, it is really, Shinya, it is surface level watchers. T Greeny, there's multiple ways. There's multiple, like I don't think the anime is going to catch up, because let's think about it, right? The manga is now almost 100 chapters ahead of the anime. And that's a decent gap. And the anime is not coming back till, people say, like the end of 2024. And that means, for the Doom posters, Black Clover is going to be done for the Doom posters, which means it's not going to catch up because the manga is already over. But if it's still going at the end of 2024, that would be what, like 4, quarterly chapters, which is about 16 chapters worth of content, which means we'd be at like 385 So by the time the anime returns, the manga would be like 115 chapters ahead, and I think that the anime would return in course. I think it would get maybe 13 episodes, then a break, and 13 episodes, and that's the end of the Spade. It's like 26 episodes to end the Spade saga. And by that time, either Black Clover is going to be done, or already made a huge leap ahead of the manga, or the anime again. And then, I kind of think that we would get like an arc within the 50-month time skip. Because that's a massive time skip that we know nothing about. And then maybe by that point, the manga's done, or it's now further ahead. Like, I don't think that... I as of right now, I'm really not worried about the anime catching up. I'm really not. Because I don't think it's going to come back weekly. It's going to be seasonally when it comes back, and I think we'll get cores. Yeah, Shinya. I mean, I don't think Naruto copied Hunter x Hunter. But, yeah. Like, Hunter x Hunter, the similarities in that, like, it's just silliness. Or Dragon Ball, you know. Oh, yeah, Nox quadruple Devil Union with anti-magic. That's going to be crazy. Yeah, so, like, based on that, I really don't think the anime is going to catch up. Really, I guess the fear is the production of the anime catching up to the manga, but... Hey, you got some ramen for lunch you ripped off. Oh my god, that's funny. BC filler episodes are a mixed bag for me. But they're mostly fine. There's not a lot of bad episodes of filler. Yeah, that's basically the logic, Liberty Prime. If Black Clover copied Naruto, Naruto copied Hunter x Hunter, Dragon Ball, and Yu Yu Hakusho. Oh, and it was Triggered Senpai who pissed on it. That's actually crazy. My thoughts on Sukuna jumping Gojo to 3v1. Honestly, like, for the first, like, several chapters of that fight, I was like, this is, like, one of the best fights ever. But the last 3 chapters, it's not bad. But my, like, opinion on it has shaped up a little bit that, like, it's still a great fight, but I don't know. It's just weird that this fight has been hyped up for so long to be these characters are basically equals. And then now Sukuna needs it to be a 3v1 to fight Gojo. And, like, technically, sure, it's not like he's getting help from other people. Like, this is his ability that he has now. But I don't know. It's not bad. It's not bad by any metric or means, in my opinion. But the last 3 chapters, especially the one, like, the 3 chapters ago, like, where nothing happened, that's when I was like, okay, what? But again, it's still a great fight, though. But yeah. No, I know, Jado, yeah. It's using his techniques. But, like, it's been, like, what I'm saying is, like, it's been, like, built up that these 2 characters are essentially equal. But Sukuna needed to get another ability and use that ability to make 2 other characters to fight Gojo with. That makes it seem like that Sukuna might not have, like, you know. But then again, Gojo also got stronger. But I mean, it's still a good fight, though. But I think that the oh shit. Knocked my mic down. Let's see. Oh, it says it's still in. But okay. So basically I think the first the beginning of the fight is a lot better than the last 3 chapters. But I think it's still good, but I have not read Kingdom Master Weeb. I have read the first volume of it. Yeah, that's a good point, Jotto. It could just be that. Oh, Isaiah, I'm 5'11" and 3/4. Why I say I'm 6 feet, yeah. Kenpachi, it's possible Sukuna will end up back with Yuji, though. Marcel, Sukuna technically does not have all he doesn't have all 20 fingers. He has 19, but then he used that head statue thing, and that made it so it's basically the same thing, or it'll make up for it. Is basically what it is. So, yeah, exactly. Nice Uraisu and Jato. Gojo making Sukuna blackout. Yeah, the Gojo Black Flash thing was kind of cool, though. I'm taller than Magna. Yeah, I'm pretty sure most Black Clover characters are really short. You identify as 7'1". That's awesome. Which fight from Black Clover is my favorite? If we're going off of what's animated, it's Asta and the Black Bulls versus Veto. If we're going off in the manga, let's see. I don't know. It's hard to say. It might still be Veto fight. You're 5'1", he identifies a hobbit. Good for you. Oh, yeah, so Goku versus Naruto. I mentioned this earlier, but I'll still be making Black Clover videos. But, I've been wanting to venture out for a long time. I actually started making a My Hero video, weeks before this, news of Black Clover. But, so yeah, I'm going to still do Black Clover and JJK, but also I'm going to do My Hero. Then eventually, Fairy Tail and Bleach. Maybe One Piece one day. And then, yeah. And Dragon Ball. Dragon Ball. I actually have a Dragon Ball video I'm working on, too. But Magna versus Dante, Isaiah, I don't know exactly where it is, but it's very high up there. That is one of the best fights in Black Clover. And that's one, too, where and the anime can make it a lot. Imagine if Black Clover gets a core and we get to see high-quality animation of Magna versus Dante. We'll probably get a couple more scenes that'll be added on because the anime always does that. And also the music. Oh, man. The atmosphere. I cannot wait to see that fight. Jordan Myers, your video? I wonder what you posted. Oh, that's weird. Does not let me click on your channel anymore? Sakamoto Days was good. I was reading that when it first came out, but I kind of fell off. Not that I didn't like it anymore, I just got too busy. But that's one I've thought about getting caught up in, and then I don't know if I make videos on it, but it's a good series. Oh, I have to be at this point to go to your channel. Oh, okay, yeah, you did post a video on it. That's cool. 22 minutes, bro. Bro had something to say. Good for you. I have read a bit of Blue Exorcist, Isaiah, years ago. Years ago. But I don't remember how far I got into it. Oh, so Diesel, Black Clover anime is coming back next year. It's going to be back in 2024. So you're probably not going to like wait that long. Um, Honestly, I don't think Black Clover can at this point can crash Crunchyroll. To be honest, um, what do you mean it's not canceled? It's not canceled. That's what I mean. Ghost Tien.
Guys,
I don't know if you like keep up with like Black Clover stuff, but basically Black Clover, the creator of Black Clover, he's been oh, and have a nice day. All right, I guess I won't explain it to you then. Have a good day. Who's the sexiest male character? Goddamn. I hope Black Clover with the bleach treatment would be crazy. It really, really would. What is Sheen Clover? Oh, it's a YouTube channel. Oh, they make MMVs. That's cool. I'll have to check that out. They made some Black Clover MMVs. That'd be cool. Okay, I'm peeking a little bit at their Land of the Sun MMV. Yeah, that's cool. I'll have to watch that later. That's pretty cool. I'll probably show it to you guys, but I don't want to get the stream taken down from copyright. Just simple stuff. Yeah, the partial union should be a lot stronger than full black form, yeah. Answer you? What did you ask? Oh, you're the one that asked about the sexy male characters. Probably Yami, bro. But yeah, guys, I just want to do a quick stream after coming back from my vacation. I'll be streaming again this week. I might stream again, but this time I might be gaming while I stream. But it'll be like the same thing, except, you know, I'll probably have a video game playing instead. We'll be talking about, you know, manga and stuff. But yeah, I do have to go, though, and get to working on videos and the likes. But thanks for coming, everybody. It's good to see you all again after almost 2 weeks of no streaming. Video will be out in a couple days. Just waiting on the video to be done edited, because I actually I paid an editor to get this so that it could be done, like, you know, shortly after I got back from my trip. But yeah, the video is Wizard Kings vs Hokage, so that should be a good one. But hope you guys have a good day, and peace out.